birds. These are called the saddle storks. They do get their name for having the yellow shaped shield on their beaks. They can stand to about 5 feet tall, and they do have a pretty big old wingspan up to 9 feet long. Now, the next area that we're in, this is called the Safi River. Over here, on your right hand side, you are going to see two animals. First one you are going to see is some white birds, and the white birds called pink by pelicans. The pelicans, they do get their name for having pink coloration on their backs during mating season, so if they have a crush, they'll blush. Just like the storks, they do have a very big old wingspan up to 7 to 9 feet long. And also right here on your right, you are going to see a hippo right there. You can't see the hippo right there on your right, don't worry. Over here on your left, you are going to see some more. Now, hippos, they do spend most of their time underneath the water because the water does help their bodies cool down from the heat. They can hold their breaths up to about 8 minutes long at one time while they're underneath the water. Hippos, they actually choose to not swim. Instead, they'll just sink down to the bottoms of the water. And with their feet, they like to run or walk on top of it. Now over here on your left hand side, you're going to see quite a few Nile crocodiles. They're all on land in the middle. There's a couple up against the wall.
Oh, there they are.
Yep, scattered, but they're all over there. The average crocodile is about 16 feet long, and they can weigh up to about 500 pounds. Now crocodiles, they do have like a really powerful jaw pressure that it can crush the bones of its prey. The mother and father crocodiles, they'll just gently roll their eggs around their mouths to help the hatching eggs emerge. And also, they can live up to about 40 years in the wildlife. Now, the next area that we're going to be in is the largest area that we have out here. It's called a savanna. Over here, on your right hand side, in the middle, you are going to see this baobab tree. The baobab tree does have like a couple other nicknames. One of the nicknames is an upside down tree because it looks like it is an upside down tree. It's like that to help conserve the water.
Make it move.
So what happens is that all the water will go through into the trunk. The animals, they'll just pull out the branches, poke their holes into it, and drink the water, giving the meaning tree of life. Now, that is the other nickname for the baobab tree, is the tree of life. Now, the savanna, it's home to millions and millions of migrating animals and animals that we've known and heard before, such as giraffes, zebras, elephants, lions, cheetahs, ostrich, and some more rhinos. But it is not guaranteed we'll be seeing every single animal that I just called out. Over here on your right hand side, you are going to see some springbok over there.
Right there, right there. Move back, Megan. You can see them.
Now, springbok is the national animal in South Africa. Most sporting teams that use springbok as their mascot. They do get their name from leaping to about 6 feet high repeatedly when it gets scared. The highest they can leap when moving forward is 13 feet, so if they could, the springbok could jump through this truck.
Oh my god.
side. You are going to see some sable antelopes. They're all kind of hiding behind that tree right there that's out in the middle. The sable antelopes, they can live up to about 11 years in the wildlife, and they'll just use their long horns to defend themselves against other predators. They'll also use it to assert dominance with each other for courtship. Now this tall structure right here on your left, this is called a termite mound.
Oh, wow.
They're all over the savanna. Most of the animals here in the savanna, like the giraffes and the elephants, they'll use the termite mounds as more of a scratching post. So they'll just, scratch your backs along those mounds. Other animals here, like the sable antelopes, they'll use them as more of a lookout post. So all they do is just climb on top of it and be on the lookout for their predators. It's mainly the ones that hide behind tall grass when they hide. I do see some zebras, but the zebras are just a little bit far out. And also a giraffe as well. The giraffe and the zebras, they're just a little bit far out over here on your right hand side. But hopefully we'll get a good look at them both as we keep on going through the savanna.
I need to be on Megan's side. There you have. What are you talking about? After someone
Now, you can tell if a zebra is a black zebra with white stripes or vice versa, just by their muzzle.
Okay,
Each zebra, they have their own and unique stripes.
How much money?
There is no two zebras that have the same look-alike stripes.
There's two. Trying to find them. Found one. Yeah. Go over that way. I got a lot of pictures. They're on your side.
And also, a group of zebras is called a dazzle. Also, if you don't know, we do have some baby zebras out here. There's like 2 of them. So if you see like the really small zebras, those are the babies. They usually stay with their mom until they turn a year old. And then once they turn a year old, they'll just separate from them.
With the giraffe?
Now there are some giraffes over here on your right hand side.
Vertically?
But there is one giraffe. It's going to be really close on your right as I keep on going. A group of giraffes is called a tower because they are the tallest animals in the world. They can stand to about 18 to 20 feet tall. A newborn giraffe also start off pretty tall. When they're born, they start off about 6 feet tall, and they can walk within the first hour after they're born. Giraffes, they do eat a lot. They spend about like 20 hours a day just eating. Since giraffes basically eat the whole day, they don't really sleep a lot. In fact, they can sleep up to an average of about 30 minutes a day. Got some more right here on your right. When a giraffe sleeps, they only like to sleep standing or sitting. They don't like to sleep laying down due to the vulnerability of their predators.
I got good pictures. I got good pictures.
Now, we are about to enter into elephant territory, and you are going to see an elephant. This elephant is over here on your right hand side. It's a little bit closer to the waters.
Oh, there's the elephant. Megan, take a picture. Got it.
Over here on your left hand side, there's a mandrill walking up against the wall.
Slide
Over
forward,
here.
Evan.
I said it kind of quickly because it's going to disappear. you guys ever seen the movie The Lion King, the character Rafiki is loosely based on the mandrill. Now you can see that elephant right there. It is flapping its ears. When elephants flap their ears, it does help cool their bodies down from the heat. So all the air will circulate through the blood vessels that is in the ears. It can make the heat in the body drop about 15 degrees. They are intelligent animals and they do have like a really great memory. Since elephants are migrating animals, they know how to get from point A to point B. However, when they do migrate though, they'll accidentally go to farmers in their lands and they'll destroy their crops just by stepping on it. Farmers would not have been happy about that because that is how they produce income, is by selling their crops. So one day, farmers, they teamed up with some scientists and they done some research on the elephants. They found out that these big animals are so afraid of honeybees. So they made a little project here called the Elephants and Bees Project. What it is that they made beehives around the area just for a couple of different reasons. Once the elephants don't destroy the crops, and two, farmers can produce more income by selling honey. Over here on your left, you are going to see some more elephants.
See it ever?
A little scattered. There's a baby elephant. If you look towards the front of this truck, she's kind of like standing right beside the rocks. A little bit closer to us.
Oh my god.
She's kind of flinging a leaf around the truck.
Yeah.
The elephants, they are pretty big animals. In fact, they are the largest land mammals in the world. The average male elephant could weigh up to about 13,000 pounds, while the female elephants, they can weigh up to about 8,000 pounds. Since elephants, they are pretty big animals, they can eat up to about 300 pounds of food per day, and their tongue can hold up to about 5 gallons of water. They do have like a really sensitive skin, so they just put sand on their backs to protect their skins against the sun. It's kind of like the own version of sunscreen. If it gets a bit too hot, they'll just splash water over themselves.
Ooh, water.
And also a group of elephants, it's just called a herd. Over here on your left hand side, you are going to see some greater flamingos. Now, the flamingos, they can stand to about 5 feet tall, and a group of thousands and thousands of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Flamingos, they don't actually start off pink right away. They kind of start off more as a grayish color. So what happens is that they'll eat water creatures like brine shrimp.
Megan's being an ass, guys. Megan has a mood, guys.
Now over here on your left hand side, there's this big mud pit right there that's in the middle. There is a good chance you might be seeing some white rhinos on the way. Both black and white rhinos, they do have like a really thick but sensitive skin, so they just put mud over themselves for a couple of different reasons. One, so they can protect their skins against the sun. They can also use it to protect their skins against insects. So if we do see some white rhinos today, they might be covered in mud. There's a cheetah. It's over here on your left hand side. It's in the middle, a little bit far out. It's walking away from us.
Yeah, I do. Oh, there it is. Way up there.
Cheetahs, they are the fastest land animals in the world. They can run up to about 65 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Although they can only maintain that speed up to about 200 yards before they slow down. There's another cheetah. It's like in the middle, kind of where in the plants are. There's also another one you look towards the front, this truck is on top of the hill. Now, cheetahs are only built for their speed and not for power, so animals such as lions, leopards, and hyenas, they do tend to chase the cheetahs off. Over here on your left-hand side, this area is called Kobe Rocks. This is home to the lions, so there is a good chance we might be seeing some lions today. Just letting you guys know that the lions are pretty inactive during the day. What do I mean by that? They basically sleep up to about 20 hours a day.
He's stalking.
So when you guys see that male lion over here on your left, he is in fact sleeping. And then the female lion, she's like behind the male lion, but she's on top.
I can't even see your mom.
Her back is facing us, you can't really see her face well.
Oh yeah.
Now the reason why lions sleep a lot is because their eyes are pretty sensitive to the sunlight. So they do have right there in the middle. White rhinos, they are a bit bigger than black rhinos. They can weigh up to about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. Rhinos, they are nearsighted. They cannot see any of them, it's a little scattered. These goats, they are friendly social animals, and they do have like a playful-like behavior, such as fighting. That does help them mature physically as adults, and it helps with their dominance with other goats. Now, one of the issues that we're facing here in the Harambe Valley Preserve is habitat loss, and one of the reasons why is pollution. So as pollution increases, habitat loss also increases. This has to make the animals have to adapt to change in their lives, such as finding homes, finding ways to hunt, gather the food, all kinds of stuff. It's not the best way for them to deal with that, so one of the ways that we can help out is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So if you saw around the parks every trash can in our recycling bins, you can recycle paper products such as park maps, plastic bottle cans, all kinds of stuff. If you're at home, if you have any small electronics such as cell phones that you're not using or any clothing that you're not using, you can just donate them to any charitable organization or any thrift shops. And you can also help out by saving water. So the more that we can recycle, the more we can help out with animals that are endangered to habitat loss, such as bongos, greater kudus, okapis, black rhinos, white rhinos, lions, and elephants. Now, if you guys are doing the Wilderness Explorer, you are riding the Simba 1. Again, that is Simba 1. So don't forget to look for a Wilderness Explorer, sign that code, you can grab your badge. Here in Africa, we do not say goodbye. Goodbyes are a little too harsh and you're a little too sad. So I have my final Swahili term I will tell you guys, which is Kwaherini, which means to go well. On your right hand side, watch your hands, arms, feet, legs, doors will be. So please don't Kwaherini. Have a good rest of your day.